Okay, so this is just a short video looking at how I've created my journal page for today. There's a few more elements on here. This progression ladder I've gone through as a separate video, so this success criteria and the progression ladder I've gone through as a separate part of this. I've got my date and my title, I've got my thinking column here, I need a space for progression ladder, and then I just need key information. We've talked through some elements, and so as we were doing that, you should be making some notes down here on our key info. Okay, so we've got quite a long section here. Okay, so then I'm left probably about a third of my page for my progression map, and I've probably got 2/3 of my page underneath it. And what I'm doing is I'm just creating a timeline of the events of what actually happened in Kent, so that I can, understand what happened. Because if I'm going to answer the question, how can I explain why the Sikh community in Kent acted the way they did, we need to know what happened in Kent. So I've got Kent, I've got county in southeast England. I've just drawn a little doodle map of the United Kingdom. Not great, but there we go. And I've just circled where Kent is on here. What leads up to it, Brexit and COVID, is so kind of making my notes as I go through, but treating it a bit like a timeline. Problems at the border, nearly 1,500 lorries stuck. And then I'm going to go on and I'm going to explain what happened as we go through, and down and down and down and down and down. Okay, and we'll have learned all of these sections from our lesson today in terms of understanding what actually has happened in Kent. Feel free to pop little doodles around here if you want to. If you are going to add any thing like that to it, though, make sure it's appropriate and actually fits in with the subject that we're doing. The other thing to note up here is where I've used my progression ladder, and like I said, there's another video for how to create this. I've reflected on where I feel that I'm starting, so this is something I would have done before I start learning about this, and it's something we should have done at the beginning of the session. So here, this is just what I've written. Personally, I feel that I'm starting here on the progression ladder. I've intentionally not put myself at the bottom, as I have some interesting ideas about how I could explain this, and I know that Sikhism is a religion. I'm not any higher yet, as I still don't really know what happened. So I'm not properly at the bottom, but I'm still pretty uncertain about what's gone on here. But this is how I'm setting my page out today, and then I'm creating my timeline of events of what's gone on, so that we can better understand what actually happened in Kent.